So I started playing when I was 10. My dad introduced me to the game. You know, we grew up in Mid-City, so City Park was literally 5 minutes from the house. Played the old South course. I remember my dad saying, you don't get to go play the big courses until you learn how to play the game on this course. Well, actually, so with college, what happened there was I went to Southeastern, I went out for the team, and they already had the team set with their scholarship players. So what the coach did was he basically went on the practice squad. And so I did that for a year, but unfortunately didn't get to play any tournaments. After that year, I kind of convinced my parents to take a year and a half off and travel and play. My promise to my mother was that I would come back to school and get my degree. You know, I was a club professional for 3 years coming out of college, and then I had an opportunity to go into finance, and I spent 18 years there. But I mean, I still always had the passion and love for golf. By that time, I was getting married for the first time, so it was like the whole idea of playing for a living kind of got put on hold. My first wife, she and I had been together since we were 16. She passed away at age 34. She passed away from cancer. Didn't think this was gonna happen. It was kind of like a 1-2 punch when she passed away and my mom passed away 8 months later. I always think back, and this is the craziest of things, but I always think back to the times that, you know, I stood by her bedside and doctors would come in and, you know, they would do this, they would do that, and there was always a smile on the face and there was always willingness. So you get up and you do it, you know, you get up and you're aching, but you go for that run or you go hit balls or you do all these things. So it really taught me determination and gratitude. And so as I kind of progressed and got healthy again, you know, mentally, physically, I think, you know, what really hit home was I lost a couple of guys that I really, really cared for. And it was the second one that passed away. He kind of was the one that sparked things for me. But I think at that point it was like, just it's too short. Life's just too short.
There you go. That's the feeling, right? Close.
And I knew it wasn't an easy decision. I mean, prayed almost every night on it for guidance and wisdom and clarity. And, you know, it was just one of those things that I knew deep down inside that the best of me wasn't where I was. The best of me was where I wanted to go. You know, and so at that time it was kind of like, are you kidding me, I guess, was kind of the feeling. But I mean, the more we talked about it was more of the opportunity for us to embrace it. I was very surprised. I mean, my partners at the time, they were very willing to help me purchase my book and take care of my clients. So that was a very natural process of being able to walk away from something, so to speak, very easy, knowing my clients were going to be taken care of very well. You know, I've had some people be like, well, you know, what if it doesn't work out? That doesn't sit in my mind. You know, it's we will do this, you know, and we have a plan and we'll achieve that plan. You know, and I'm somebody who's very determined. If I'm going to work out, I'm getting that workout in. If I'm going to hit balls, I'm going to hit balls. If I'm going to see my swing coach, I'm going to see So I don't let anything sway me away from the daily goals of what I need to be doing.
Billy's got one of the best work ethics around. He's just very structured in his routine. He gets up at the same times each day, eats at the same times each day, goes and practices at the same times each day. And doing that, you know, you create a lot of consistency across the board.
Robin's amazing, and my mother-in-law and, you know, my sister-in-law, my family, all very, very supportive of this journey. So we're all on it together. But it's difficult. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where it's a matter of, you know, managing exercise with diet, with practice, with getting ready for tournaments to make sure that the family's taken care of before I leave to go out on the road for a few days. It's becoming more and more comfortable, but at first it was kind of like looking into a dark closet trying to find the light, you know, and going, you know, okay, how do I put all this together? Having them involved in every step of everything I'm doing out there and when we're here at home is amazing, and it's very, very important. But, you know, I'm a huge Roger Federer fan. You know, I remember somebody talking about how long is Roger going to play, and it was long enough to let his children see him and be aware of what Dad does for a living. And so, honestly, for me, it is all about family. If I'm here 30 years from now, to be able to go, you know, yeah, you know, that successful moment out there playing, you know, my wife, my daughter, my stepsons got to see it and I'll enjoy it.
And I think it's been based on his experiences in life, has certainly taught me to realize, you know, it's okay at your age to decide a change of a career because life is too short. Billy's got a ton of self-discipline. So when he approached this whole situation about playing professionally, I'm like, if anybody can do that, it can be him.
When everybody else zigs, you got to kind of zag. And I think that's definitely what Billy's doing, right? You don't hear of many middle-aged guys that are selling their business and then going out and trying to turn professional. It's something that I thoroughly believe in. You know, I like getting behind the guy that's a little behind the 8 ball, and you know, I think everybody's kind of a fan of the underdog, to say the least.
Why can't I do it? And I think at this point now, 46, it's kind of one of those things where I look back and I go, there is no turning back. There is no what if.